So, still talking about NKTech, you stayed in this company for a while, you had many projects, and then you started to focus on Exadata, right? Can you tell us a little bit about this time, how it was, and what happened? I know that you had one Exadata for you. What a pleasure. They're very nice.
Yeah. Believe it or not, we ended up with 3 Exadatas and a BDA in our little lab. The little lab was, it's really small. It's barely bigger than a bathroom, but, we had a lot of equipment in there. And yeah, the story was, I don't know, the company was maybe 5 or 6 years old. And a lot of us were performance oriented guys, right? So we're hiring some of the best guys around the world, Tanel and Carlos and those kinds of guys. And Mauro Pagano. I mean, there's just so many of them. Rodrigo. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that are really, really smart. But a lot of performance stuff. So when Exadata came out, we got pretty excited about it. And we were already dabbling with Hadoop, at the time. And this idea of having a distributed, system behind Oracle was really intriguing and interesting to us. So I came to believe that it was really going to be the wave of the future. And so I went to my partner, who again is an ex-Oracle guy, and I said, hey, and we had a good partnership with Oracle. We were reselling, software, et cetera. And so I said, hey, we need to go to Oracle and see if we can get those guys to at least loan us an Exadata, because we're really interested in this thing, and we think we can help those guys promote it and do better at selling it. And we couldn't convince them. They were just like, no way. So I went back to my partner and I said, look, I'd like to take a bunch of money and go buy one. And he's like, so you're telling me you want to spend all the money that we're going to make this year, all the profit that we're going to make this year, and spend it on an Exadata? And I'm like, yes, I think that's what we should do. And I think it'll really make a difference in our company. And to his credit, he, after hearing the argument, he said, yeah, I think you're right. So we went and bought one of the first X2s off the line. And then we bought an X3, and then we bought an X4.
Oh,
so we had, so every time a new one would come out, we would buy one. And the BDA as well. When the BDA came out, we were pretty interested in Hadoop, very early on. But anyway, the engineered systems turned out to be really, really important to us when Accenture, we sold to Accenture after about 10 years. And when they came to talk to us, it was specifically because of our expertise in the engineered systems, particularly Exadata. And so, we wrote a book about it, et cetera. But it turned out to be really important to us from a company standpoint.
Very cool. So can you imagine that, guys? Hey, do you know Exadata? Yes, I have some of ones. What do you want? X2, 3, 4, 5? And also, I have a book here. Did you already read that? So take a look.